Absolutely in love with this mix. I just want to show you how I mix it up. It comes in two sizes, a 700 gram pouch and a 1.5 kilo pouch. I'm going to mix up the bigger bag for this session, and all I do is add a little bit of brown crumb to it, which gives it a bit of food value. Now it's just started going a bit colder, and obviously the colder it gets, the less brown crumb I'd add to it. So very simple, just rip off the top of the bag, which the bags come in a cell seal lid, so you can rip them open. If I was to tip half out of that, I could just reseal it back up, keeping it nice and fresh, and it doesn't go everywhere in your holdall. So I'm going to use the whole 1.5 kilo bag, and all I'm going to add to it is probably, I would say, probably about 300 grams of brown crumb. That's all. Now I'm going to get a bigger bowl to mix it up in, because it's quite a lot, so I'll tip that in there, and I'll just put them together dry first of all, and then mix them up so it's all an even mix of the brown crumb that I added and the supercharged natural black. And then always add, with my mixes, always add the water to the ground bait, never add the ground bait to the water, and just a little at a time, so you don't add too much. I'm probably old-fashioned using my hands. A lot of people use a drill nowadays, but I like to use my hands and riddle it to get an absolutely superb mix every time. I find with a drill, it's okay if you use a drill, but then I still like to push it through a riddle, just giving it a much better mix, much better texture. And always with my ground baits, I'll knock them up, I'll leave it to stand probably 5-10 minutes, might add a little bit more water to it, and then run it through a riddle. So once you find you've got the mix to the right feel, which I like to say, it just feels damp, because if you mix up and it's too dry, although I use a dry ground bait in my feeder mix, if it's too dry, when you put the balls in and come to put them in, they will float. So you must have it damp enough so the balls sink, and so they can carry loose particles of bait as well. Just add a little bit more water to that. There we are. I'll just leave that to stand for probably 5-10 minutes, and I'll come back and show you how to riddle it. Right, the mix has stood for about 10 minutes now. I'll just loosen it up again with my hand, just to break it up, because it seems to set together a little bit. I'm just going to pour it now into the smaller bowl. Make sure every bit is out. And the important part, riddling it. It's like making a cake, really. Not that I make cakes, but there you go. See, and see the lumps, I just push them all through. Nothing's wasted, everything gets pushed through. And if you didn't use it or push it through a riddle, you'd be left with them lumps in there, but they all get pushed through and break up, making it a nice riddled mix. No lumps to fill the fish up. And obviously when you make a ball and it hits the bottom, as the water soaks into it and it breaks up, it all breaks up in the small pieces that you've pushed through the riddle. There we have it, a lovely damp textured fine mix, ready to put some loose particles in and cup some balls in and hopefully catch some fish over it.